Welcome to World Traveler Cooking, where we cover interesting foods and interesting cuisines from around the world. Today we're going to make German quark. Now this is very similar in many ways to American cream cheese and a little similar to ricotta, but it's a little different also. The American cream cheese is called Philadelphia in Germany, by the way, for any of my German folks listening. As always, for those watching on YouTube and Patreon, the recipe is in the description. Public in the case of YouTube. The process here is very simple, but it does take about a day to complete, so plan ahead, start in the morning. And I'm just going to use 2 liters of a full-fat milk and 2 lemons. So about 1 lemon per liter. And we're just going to heat the milk up until it's nice and warm to the touch. And that's about it. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start by just warming my milk up until it's nice and warm to the touch, but not too hot. And then I'll be back to add my lemon juice. Once our milk is warm to the touch, we're going to squeeze in juice of 2 lemons and immediately stir it well. So this is immediately after both lemons have been squeezed in. You'll note there's just a little bit of curd that's formed, but not a lot. And now we're just going to let this sit for about 2 hours. I'm going to cover it though. And then we'll be back. So if after an hour or so it still hasn't really fully curded, or an hour and a half, you can add maybe a juice of another lemon, which I had to do here. And now that we have this fully curdled, we're going to put it, you can either put it in a muslin bag, or you can line a strainer with muslin or a tea towel or something, and we're just going to let it drain for about 4 hours. So here I've put it in a lined strainer, and I'm just going to let this drain a little bit. I'm going to fill it up a little more, and I'll be back in about 4 hours. So after a couple hours here, we have sort of a nice creamy texture. And it will get more crumbly as it goes forward. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this off for a taste test. And this can then be used for cooking, or for spreading on bread, or for all kinds of other things. And now for the taste test. So most German quark is slightly acidic. I think that's because of the lower temperature. It requires more acids to curdle the milk. This is no exception. What's interesting is that the use of lemon in this version makes it actually really lemony. It's actually really, really good. Definitely going to use this and eat some cooking fairly soon. I'm going to take that and I'm going to let it go for several more hours, firm up a little more. And I'll probably use it for another dish that I'll record very shortly. Now, if you like this content and you'd like to see more of it, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have anything to say about this video, love to hear from you in the comments. Recipes in the description if you're watching on YouTube or Patreon. Bon appetit. See you next week.